Next is the low inventory journey, which is built upon the same really logic that the back in stock as well as the price drop are. Where Attentive is just looking at your product catalog to see if the requirements that you set for what indicates a price drop or a low inventory or back in stock are hit. So what we can say here is how many units is required in order for it to mean low inventory. So depending on your inventory count, you might do 25, and you can either do it on a product level or a variant level. Let's do product level, and we're going to include subscribers who have viewed this product with low inventory at least once over all time. We could exclude subscribers who purchased, but I like to open this one up to the entire group. So once it hits 25, we can say act now, product name, is about to run out of stock. Click here to grab it before it's too late. And then we could even add more scarcity. Say there are only 3 of product name left after 12 hours and they still haven't made a purchase, to add a little bit of that false scarcity to get and incentivize a click through on that. And then again, for our branching, we can do it by what product has become low inventory. We do it based off of the category. And if we want to get really sophisticated here, and we could do the same for the others as well. So we could create a segment. Let's say we want to do segment is subscribers activity, made a purchase, where let's say the name is this 16 Wishes eyeshadow palette. So what we'll go ahead and do then, we're going to create this. We're going to say 16 Wishes eyeshadow palette customers or past purchasers. We'll say these are customers who have purchased the 16 Wishes eyeshadow palette. So let's go ahead and save that. Now, low inventory is just viewed a product with low inventory at least once over all time. So we know that if they viewed this, if they've purchased it, obviously they viewed it, so that's going to capture this group. So let's go ahead and say segment is 16 Wishes eyeshadow palette customers. Now, what we're going to do with another branch here, so we're going to branch based off of what product became low inventory. So it'll be 16 Wishes eyeshadow palette. Because what we're trying to do here is we're trying to communicate differently with those who have purchased the product that went on low inventory versus those who haven't purchased the product that's gone on low inventory. Let's go ahead and refresh this. Struggling a little bit here to save this logic. Great. So now what we'll do is we'll move this branch up here. And so if we know they've purchased in the past, we'll do some sort of consistent messaging here. Low inventory, 16 Wishes, past customers. Hey, your favorite product, 16 Wishes, only has 10 units left. Purchase it now before it runs out, and you could even say and is discontinued. And we'll go ahead and add in the product link. And save that. But if it's anything else, what we can do is just send that basic text, which act now, product name, you were checking out is about to run out of stock. So what we're doing here is checking to see, okay, if the product that is now low inventory is the 16 Wishes eyeshadow palette, and if you're in that segment that you purchased the 16 Wishes eyeshadow palette before, we can tailor the messaging and communication to you differently than if you've never purchased that product. So obviously, this is a little bit more advanced and will need and require you to build this out in a more robust way, because you can continue to do this for additional products and just make it more and more custom. But that is the extent of the low inventory journey. I'd recommend that you test and play around with how you can make this more personalized like we just did here. This is a great way to drive additional revenue without having to send out like low inventory campaigns, because you've set it up so that it just happens automatically. And I think it's a really great way to incentivize past purchasers. Like, hey, you've already ordered this before. It's going to be running out of stock very soon. Act now before you're not able to get it again. That's a great way to get people to act immediately. They're afraid that they're going to miss out on that particular SKU that they like so much.